got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldrich, our sideline reporter. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. You know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. McCollum is out there with Ingram, and it's Jones in at the 3. And for Memphis, in at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Now here's Ingram. A 3 from McCollum. Kept alive. Williamson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Next level strength and athleticism. Zion making his presence felt on the offensive glass.
And then Morant.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Now here's Jones from past the arc. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas. McCollum against Morant. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans.
Knocks it loose. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got
a real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
And the first one at the line is good.
What makes Dylan Brooks especially valuable to a team, he's a competitor who you can count on to produce in the clutch.
Over Bain. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys.
You said it, don't
and
stop.
he just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Morant. Last game with 30 points. 2 points. That one goes. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. The pass to Jones. Adams, some nice D. And a wide open look for Payne. Gets it from downtown. Williamson against Jackson. And that one's good, Williamson.
You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And finished off by Williamson.
With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
Conchar, the pass to Williams. Now Clark, covered by Hayes. Here's Williamson. Count it. Williamson's got 12.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And the basket by McCollum.
What touch on the floater. CJ is tough to guard when he gets this going.
Down low. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Grizzlies have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
13 foul. At the line for Memphis, number 6, shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And finished off by Williamson.
we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Lobbed up there for Clark, and Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're
Let's get loud once again for your Grizzlies dance team.
Here's McCollum, and he wills that
CJ
one in,
McCollum.
sinking right through off the back iron.
This demonstrates how confident CJ is, wasting no time and firing away.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Gave up the run. That's
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Defense offense. That defense stops the run. They'll be ready to shoot.
The Pelicans trail. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute to play, and the shot goes down.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Pass to Bain. Now here's Clark. Tillman in the post. Valanciunas on him. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
To the middle. Here's Bain. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And the three-pointer goes. Ingram's got 9 points.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Brandon Ingram has been very serious about his commitment to grow his game, and it's showing up in his playmaking ability.
Back to Brooks. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And it's Ingram with the basket on the assist by McCollum. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Some room here for Williams. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Jackson Jr.
To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, Bjeff.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Graham, the pass to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, Bjeff. Good luck with that, team executives. The reality is, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent. That's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Williams passes to Jackson. Up and over McCollum. Jackson can't get it to go.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Here's McCollum. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Down low. Puts the move on. And it's good on the layup. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
And after After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge.
Yeah, bottom line for this Pelicans squad, they need to get better on the defensive end. They may have to get more 3-and-D type of guys on this roster.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Back to Morant from the arc. They get it back. Controls the rebound.
And gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
New Orleans calls timeout. Well, you're going to like what we're seeing from Desmond Bane.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man.
McCollum outside. Deflected. Morant against McCollum. Morant with the flame.
Can you say immediate entry into the lineup? What a tough game.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Ingram on the wing. Stolen by Bane. Inside. Here's Brooks. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Ingram. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Ingram's got 13.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Here's Morant on the take. Morant with the flare.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's McCollum. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
Oh, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Pass to Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And right now, efficient as Brandon Ingram is just torching the defense.
And here's Memphis. They're on a 17-7 run. Morant, the pass to Bane. There's the block. They recover it. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Ingram. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Brandon Ingram.
1:53 left in the third. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." And Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand now. Thanks. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Grizzlies shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Outside Bane. Pass to Brooks. The three. Hits a three-pointer. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Outside Ingram. There's McCollum with the three. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th assist in this one. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
For your Grizzlies, Jerry Jackson Jr.
It's good if it goes. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way they end the quarter there. The team is pumped up.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 9. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position.
Yes, sir! Wow! That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team. It's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Bane. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Valanciunas has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Again, just watching Zion's leaping ability, gets over the defense and easily finds the rim.
Morant, pass to Adams. On the wing, Bane. Back to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Bane against Ingram. And he banks in the layup. Ingram's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Kicks it out to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Memphis with another.
And his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Nance is checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He loves the pressure deep. He told his guys, quote, "We've got them on their heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch." Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Simply, there are nights where he becomes a scoring machine, outside, inside. It doesn't matter. You have to keep a body on the column at all times.
Pass to Adams. Now here's Morant. Here's Brooks. Clock at 6. Here he goes. The Pelicans pull it in. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Big-time shot from Zion Williamson. The big guy wants it.
Here's Morant. Sweet little floater. Up top, Morant. McCollum defends. Brooks against Nance. Brooks the pass to Adams. There's 5 on the clock. Ingram against Bane. Off with the layup.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
New Orleans calls timeout. They're down by 3.
Let's get loud, fans. Stand up and make some noise. Checking into the Pelicans. Devontae Graham.
And here's Ingram from the arc.
That's a big-time shot by a big-time player. Now, they asked him for a 3, and he delivered.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So it's the Grizzlies now. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at point guard. Bane against Graham. Kicks it out to Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. New Orleans has gone 6 of 9 from 3-point range. Williamson, they now take the lead. Up and over McCollum. Jackson for three, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight. Big bucket from the big man as Valanciunas knocks it in.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range since regulation. It's Payne. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Devontae Grant.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment, and so he's stepping up his intensity, staying in attack.
At the line for Memphis, Desmond Bain. At the line for one.
In transition, here they come. And down it goes. Jammed it home.
And that was just moving the ball quick. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage.
The defense trying to do their best to slow him down. When he gets room like that, you got to look out.
How huge is that bucket? When in doubt, get it to the big fella.
The more that you level up in the game of basketball, it becomes about the matchups, identifying the weakest link, and then exploiting it.
Pass to Brooks. Beyond the arc. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Williamson misses.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about the effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
It falls!
There's absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
See that huge possession, he nets it.
Timeout called. Pelicans.
Checking in for the Pelicans.
Williamson right side. Over Jackson. Yeah! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Wow, you want to lead a franchise? This is how you do it, Zion. Coming through.
Morant. Second chance shot. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Williamson outside. To the middle. Oh, he nails it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
It's a good fundamental play there with Zion able to set up the assist.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
For a team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, John Morant. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Now it's a 2-possession game. Important foul shots right there.
Williamson passes to McCollum. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Memphis. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he commits the intentional foul.
His 4th personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, John Morant. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Pass to Alvarado. Williamson right side. And so it's Memphis winning this one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end.
Thank you for being a part of
Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
And we hope we'll see you.
Jaron, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor. But is defense where it starts?
Yeah, you know, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay low on defense, you know, all those things keep me engaged. And when you do those things, you can make a big impact as the anchor of the team. And, you know, everybody else, they take pride in defense. So if I'm working with everybody else, it's great.
Thanks, Jaron. Congrats on your success.